Hello, social group families. This video is going to talk a little bit about our lesson on apologies last week, which piggybacked on our previous lesson the week before of perspective taking. I based a lot of the lesson on Harriet Lerner's work on apologies, and we started by talking about how apologies can really be a gift if they're done well. This shocked the kids because pretty much unanimously, across all groups, they talked about not liking apologizing. A lot about how it feels embarrassing, or sometimes they feel forced, or other people's apologies feel insincere. So I told them that's exactly why we're talking about it. Gift number one was an easy sell. Everybody pretty much understood that when somebody sincerely apologizes to them for doing them wrong, they feel better. After conversation, we kind of even understood gift number two, that it can help us forgive ourselves and how to fix mistakes and learn from them. That we understood. Number three, helping people get a closer connection, was a hard sell for most kids. But as we talked through some examples, I think they started to understand it. You look up Harriet Lerner's work, and I encourage you to, you'll see that she talks about 9 rules of apologies. 9 is a lot for kids of pretty much any age to grasp, so we kept it simple, and I sort of condensed them down to 4. First one, no buts, gave us a hearty laugh because, but also because of the way the apology was written. I'm sorry I broke your lamp, Grandma, but you had it too close to the door. I hear versions of this all the time with kids, especially in forced apologies, like apologize to me right now, but also with adults too, and it's so infuriating. So I asked the kids to eliminate the offending line, and we wound up with something that looked as simple as, I'm sorry I broke your lamp, Grandma. The second rule was to focus exclusively on our actions. And the example we used was, I'm sorry I said your haircut looked bad, but you probably shouldn't be so sensitive. The kids audibly cringed. Not only did they pick up the but in there, but they also caught that saying that you shouldn't be so sensitive is a really jerky thing to say when you're trying to apologize. We thought that saying, I'm sorry your haircut looked bad, that was wrong of me, was a much better plan. Notice that rule 3, a plan to fix things, is important to grown-ups. I'm sorry I spilled grape juice on the white blanket, Mom. I'll buy a new one with my own money and won't drink in the family room again. That felt so complete, we couldn't think of any better way to fix it. Give them an example I know of a kid telling their mother that she shouldn't have bought white because she has children, and the kids just howled. They couldn't believe somebody would say that, but we kind of all say things like that sometimes. Last rule's a little tricky. A good, caring apology asks for nothing in return, not even forgiveness. I'm sorry for calling you a name. Now, can we just move on already? Now, that felt really obvious to the kids, but the part of not saying, do you forgive me, was really tricky. And I know every family is different, especially around values and forgiveness. But what we tried to understand a little bit is that when we're asking somebody for forgiveness, we're still focusing on our needs instead of the person who was hurt. Kids then used real-life examples of times that they either needed to apologize or somebody apologized to them, and we talked through what a good, solid, caring apology would sound like. I'm just going to show you my whiteboard for a second. I want you to notice that lower right corner of the whiteboard where it says, do adults apologize to kids frequently enough? Ouch. This number only got bigger as I had more groups. It's hard for us to see, but honestly, parents, we do not apologize enough to our kids. And if you're anything like me, I have opportunities daily as a parent and as a teacher to apologize to kids for my tone of voice, for not being as full of a listener as I could be, for changing plans, for being vague, for yelling or losing my temper. And it's really important that we apologize to kids, not only because we need to, we're humans, we mess up, but also because we want kids to learn how to apologize well. And if we're not modeling it enough, they're not learning it. One of the reasons that the kids thought that we adults don't apologize enough is that we might be afraid of losing our authority. But I want to really pause on that for a second. Don't we always respect people more when they have the bravery to apologize? I think we need to all take a pause and work on that in our own parenting and our own teaching and in our own adulting. None of us are immune from practice of sincere apologies, especially with all the stress that we've been under lately. I hope everybody has a great week, and I'll see you soon.